So as I sit here right now, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling right now. Honestly, it's not a good feeling at all. Like how I feel, and it's how I feel right now is fuck. That's how I feel on the inside, and I feel this way because, man, I just damn, like, man, honestly, how I truly feel. I want to, and I feel like at this point I speak for all Laker fans. I just want to scream, fuck. The Lakers lost again to the Clippers yesterday, 103-97, and it just seems at this point I'm not. I don't know. It depends on how you want to look at it. If you want to be positive, there was a lot of positive to take from yesterday's game. If you want to be realistic, there was, oh my God, it just seemed like a very, very harsh reminder that the situation that the Lakers are in currently was all self-inflicted. I don't know why, but the summer after we lost to the Suns and we lost 4-2, in my opinion, only reason we lost was because Anthony Davis was hurt. He tore his fucking, what the fuck did he tear? I don't know. Something in his thigh. I don't know. Was his groin? It was his groin. His groin. Injured his groin. And then before he injured his groin, we're winning this series. We're putting it on the fucking Suns. Injured his groin, and then we lose the next 3 games in a row. And even the game where he injured his groin, we were up at halftime. We were up at the point before he got injured, but then he gets injured, and unfortunately, the team falls apart because, he is when healthy, he's a top 5 player in the NBA because he can affect the game on both ends of the floor. And, simply put, AD's elite. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, he be in street clothes a lot, or Anthony day-to-day Davis, but I promise you, ask any of these fucking people who are making fun of Anthony Davis and calling him street clothes if they would want a healthy AD on their fucking roster. So the answer is yes. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Someone in the Lakers front office, I don't know exactly who it was, or if this was a consensual thing on every single level of the front office. They decided, let's go after Russell Westbrook, which in theory, I personally didn't agree with, especially after watching him play in his first round matchup against the Sixers. I didn't think he was effective, whatever the case may be, and considering we had just played them in the bubble the year before that, and look at the way we were guarding him, and look at the way we just completely disrespected him as a shooter. Like, we just, you can sag off him. Like, we're not even worried about him. To think that 1 year later, that's the same person that they essentially blew up their roster to trade for is crazy to me. It's how women would say, it's giving somebody in the front office is smoking crack to think that nigga would work on this roster. Let me paraphrase this. I don't think Russell Westbrook is a bad player. But his style of play is not conducive to what we've seen over the course of LeBron James's career. A really good number 2, and then shooters everywhere else. How is that anywhere? Like, even if you look at LeBron's Miami days, you think Chris Bosh wanted to take all those threes? No. That was the role he was forced to play if he wanted to be on the court for the Miami Heat. He was going to have to stretch the floor and play good defense. Russell Westbrook can do neither of those, but that doesn't make him a bad basketball player. Because look, I'm one to say I'm not here for the Russell Westbrook slander. I don't care for it. At this point, I think that shit is tacky. Like, the notion that Russ gets all, like, no. If you look at Russ's stats last season, 17, 7, and 6, and not only 17, 7, and 6, he played in damn near all the games. Russ did his job. Might not have been efficient, but he did his job. Played more games than Anthony Davis and LeBron combined. But when you trade for someone like Russell Westbrook and you give up all your mid-level contracts like KCP, Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and you add another mega contract, another fat ass contract. Bro, it limits the type of moves you can make to improve the roster around those three players. You're then left with only being able to add pieces by getting veteran players that will play for a veteran minimum, which, let's be honest, only type of players that are playing on a veteran minimum are either veterans or young players with drastic holes in their game. For example, Malik Monk. Malik Monk can score the fuck out the basketball. He can't guard for shit. Melo, the same thing. Melo can shoot. Lights out. He can't guard my mama. Melo's old as shit. His legs are gone. So this season, they decided, okay, let's switch up the philosophy. Let's go and specifically last year, you could tell none of these niggas wanted to play any defense. Lakers were like one of the worst defensive teams in the league, right there with Brooklyn. This year, they decided, okay, let's go the more youthful movement. Brought in Lonnie Walker. Brought in Juan Toscano Anderson. Got Patrick Beverly. I can't think of who else they signed. Thomas Bryant. Sure, whatever the case may be. But yesterday was a perfect example. That even Juan Toscano Anderson. I'm gonna use him as an example. He played really, really good on defense yesterday. Really, really good. I've seen a lot of possessions where he was matched up with Kawhi, and he made things tough for Kawhi. Kawhi scored a lot of tough buckets on him, but then he also got he also forced Kawhi into a lot of really good misses. But on the offensive end, oh my God, he couldn't hit shit. He couldn't hit shit. It was just like, okay, either he's too short, too strong, way to the left, way to the right. Man, simply put, this nigga cannot shoot. Can't shoot. And when you get players to play on a veteran minimum, like we have a bunch of players playing on a veteran minimum, and the only player playing on the mid-level exception is Lonnie Walker, which might be our best addition this offseason. This is what you get. You have Anthony Davis, who when healthy is a top 5 player. You have LeBron James, who's arguably the greatest player to ever play the sport of basketball, on the same team at the same time, on a court at the same time. They're obviously going to get the bulk of the defensive priority. Defense are going to prioritize stopping both of these men, prioritize doubling them when they get the ball in specific positions on the court, sending help, whatever the case may be, which is going to create open shots for the other 3 individuals on the court. These guys need to be able to knock down shots. And simply put, they're not doing that. The Lakers after 2 games are now shooting 19 of 85 from the field from 3. That's 22 fucking %. That is not good enough. And if we take away the threes that LeBron and AD hit, I don't even know what the fuck that is. It's even lower. Because I know LeBron hit like 2 threes last night. I know he hit like 2. So LeBron has hit probably 5 threes. I think I've seen Anthony Davis hit 2. So that's probably 10, 11, 12 threes made by the rest of the team. That's not good enough. It's simply not. And then why this is so hard to comprehend is because the Lakers literally could have won this game. The Lakers literally could have won this game. Despite how bad the backcourt played, the starting backcourt of Patrick Beverly and Russell Westbrook combined for 1 of 18 from the field. That's not good enough. Not only is that not good enough, that's fucking terrible. And I'm not one for Russell Westbrook slander or whatever the case may be, but we just got to call a spade a spade. Everything else was there last night. The defensive intensity. Yesterday on defense, they were able to force 22 turnovers from the Clippers, and they only turned over the ball over 7 times. What does that tell you? Defensive intensity was there, and the execution on the Lakers on the offensive end was there. They only turned the ball over 7 times. Plus 15 in the turnover department. They should have won that game. But what happened? They couldn't hit shots. Every single time, and they fought back. Every single time they could have took the lead or created some sort of cushion, turned a 3-point lead into a 6-point lead, or went up 4 in this situation, an untimely shot, a bad offensive possession, and it just fucking killed the Lakers. The Clippers literally tried to give the Lakers this game. And it just didn't happen. It's just the Lakers like, you know what? We don't want to win. I don't know what the fuck it was. I just don't understand. And now that's 8 losses in a row to the Clippers. And the crazy thing about this is I didn't even know it was eight losses in a row. Cause like off the top of my head, the last time I remember the Lakers beating the Clippers it was literally days before the NBA shut down the season in 2020. Cause I remember that Friday we beat the Bucks. It was a really important stretch. That Friday we beat the Bucks. That Sunday we beat the Clippers. On prime. Oh my gosh. Because I remember one of the last plays was Bron blowing right past Kawhi Leonard for a layup, and then just nigga. To think that was 8 contests ago is crazy. And then even look at the bigger picture. The last 40 competitions with the Clippers, we've lost 32. 32. And it makes sense because, you know, for the majority of the Lob City years, that they had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, the Lakers were fucking terrible. That might have been the worst stretch in the franchise history. It makes sense, but damn, we lost to the fucking Clippers again. I mean, I guess the positive is, you know, the Lakers put together a better effort. I mean, majority of the nights we're going to play basketball, we're not going to be playing against teams that are as good as the Clippers or the Warriors or as deep as the Clippers or the Warriors. But, I mean, I guess for the majority of this season that we've watched so far, the Lakers have been competitive. So, I mean, I guess the silver lining is we're not gonna have to play teams as good as the 2 teams we played that we lost to already. On Sunday, we're playing against the Blazers. Hopefully, we can get a win against these trash ass niggas. I don't know, maybe we'll see. And we have it at home, so hopefully we can win that fucking game. I mean, with that being said, there's not really much to politic on. I mean, just hopefully the Lakers can continue some of what we saw on Thursday night. And the only thing that needs to be corrected, not the only thing, like that's not a fucking big deal, is the 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting is fucking terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. But with that being said, feel me, Laker Nation, holla at me. 824 Mafia, you know what's up. Long live Kobe. Long live GG. Lakers still fucking own LA. I don't give a fuck how many games the Clippers win. Until they win a championship, they can suck the back of my dick. I'm out this hoe.